Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. In front of us we have Mr. Naif. I don't know what his name is. He is saying, Arab for Christ, come here, debate me in front of all people. Don't run away. You just talk too much. You know, I stay 4 hours, 6 hours sometime online waiting for a Muslim to call me, and then he says, come here, debate me. Without any point. You said Jesus created Quran, talking about created from nothing, or Abraham also he gave life to the birds. If you use some verses, use it all. When you say Jesus the Father, I gave him all the authority, but you forgot that Jesus gave the authority to what? Let us see what more. To Peter. That means Peter now is your God. And number 23 does not say he is only not to lie. It says he is not a man or nor son of a man. Abdul, listen, the verse is there. Everybody can read it, and I don't want to use a bad word, but you are stupid. It says neither he is not a man who lie. What is special about the man? That he does lie. Now Jesus never lie. Same time, our God is not a man. Abdul, this is what the Christianity teach. That means you are an idiot. Until now you do not know what Christianity is about. Not a single Christian believe that God is a man. The Bible from first verse in chapter 1 in John, verse number 1 and verse number 14, you can read all the way if you know how to read. It says, in the beginning it was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word is the God. And the Word, in verse number 14, became a flesh. Not God, not the flesh became God. So we don't worship the flesh of a man. We believe that God came to us in a form, in the likeness of a man, as it's written in the book of Acts. So he came to us in the likeness of a flesh, a sinful flesh. What does that mean? A human being is sinful. So the Messiah came to us in a form of sinful flesh, but yet he have no sin. So stop being stupid. The whole point of that verse, that God is not a man who lie. Otherwise, in the Old Testament, we know that God, he came to Abraham, and he came to him as a man. Hello? I remember when the idiot did that, he said that the Jews don't believe in what Christians believe, that God is a man, or he come in the form of a man. First of all, the Jews don't believe that God is a man. The Christians don't believe that God is a man, but they believe that can come in any form he wants. And this is what happened in Genesis 18. In Genesis 18, we see the story of Abraham, where he visited in this earth by the Lord Almighty himself. So here you see that Abraham, he was in his inhabitant, and the 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door, and bowed himself toward the ground, and said, my Lord, if now I have found favor. So you can read the rest. So here you will find that the Lord is coming to Abraham. This is not a new, let us say, theory of God coming as a man. Christianity believe in it, the Jews don't believe in it. God came as a man before, and God is capable. Otherwise, why is God? If your God cannot come as a man, it means he is not qualified to be God, and he is not capable of doing it. Now, if we go in the Quran, you mentioned to me that Abraham, he did give life. That's very stupid of you, and this is very insulting for your God. You are just saying, you are just claiming now that your God, he have partners who create lives additional to him. And now you added not only Jesus, so now you have Abraham. But before we go to Abraham, he said that Jesus, he gave the authority to Peter. You see, you just shot yourself in the foot, if not in the, because if Jesus gave the authority to Peter, how you explain to me Peter to be a prophet, but yet he gave authority to Peter? Do you see how stupid what you just said? You just proved to us that Jesus is God, because nobody can give authority to any man in earth unless he have the authority, and the one who have authority is God. And what Jesus gave to Peter, proving that the Messiah is the one who have the authority, for he is the divine God in earth. So he came to us in the flesh. So when Jesus speak about, I've been given the authority from my Father, he's speaking about the seed is flesh of a man. But I'm speaking to you with the authority, for I am the Word of God, and the Word of God is God. This is why when they said to him, why you don't show us the Father? And that's it. He said, me, like, don't you see me? And until now you did not know me. Until now you didn't. The one who see me, he saw the Father. The one who saw me, he saw God. So can Muhammad say the one who saw me saw Allah? Absolutely not. So you are wasting your time and being stupid. Who in the world can say such a thing? That Jesus, he claimed that if you see him, you see God himself. So look what they said to him. He said, Jesus said unto him, I have not been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not know me? Now, what Philip asked the Messiah? Let us go and see the verse before it, better than just reading this verse. Let us see. If you read here, actually let me try to play the audio so we can hear together. Actually, I advise you to read it from the beginning of the chapter, and you will see that Jesus went like, I am the way and the truth. What the way, what truth? Truth is God. One of the names of Allah in the Quran is Al-Haq, and this is a name stolen from the names of Jesus, for he said, I am a truth. Al-Haq is a name of God, for nobody is the truth save God. Everything, you know what a truth means. Truth is something will never be demolished, something real, something is eternal. Like we can say, like he is saying the truth, this is true, but there is something, only one, it is the truth, which is eternal and nothing can change it, and that is God. So when Jesus says, I am the truth, and then Allah, Muhammad, God, he copied from Jesus saying, I am the truth, I am the way. You see, he didn't say, I am a prophet. He said, I am the way, I am the truth. He didn't say, God is the truth. He said, I am, for he is God. So then we will see that they wanted to know more. So Philip said to him, well, Lord. And the Muslims, they say, where Jesus being called God, and he announced himself to call God. God, Lord, here is God. Show us the Father. Okay, you are the Son of God, which means God in flesh. Can you show us the Father? The Almighty Father in heaven, he said, and that will be enough for us. Jesus said to him, have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? What does that mean? Jesus explained. He said, he that has seen me hath seen the Father. And you are asking me to show you the Father? So how more clear we can show it to the Muslim that Jesus saying that he is the Father and he is God, and yet the idiot, they say to you, where Jesus said God? Like that he's saying, I tell them, Zakir Naik, Brother Twitter, if you thought the whole Bible, you will not find one chapter in the Bible said, Jesus said, I am God, worship me. No, what idiot you did. It says there, I am God, and they worship him. It's in front of you. They are calling him Lord. They are bowing down for him. They worship him. There's tons of verses in the Bible speaking about people worshiping Jesus. And here he's saying, the one you see him, the second you see him, you are seeing God. The person, he's not asking to see Jesus, he's asking to see the Father. Show us the Father. And that will be enough for us. Satisfy for us. He said, the one who saw me, I am with you all this time, and you do not know me yet, Philip? The one who saw me, he saw the Father. And then he says, believe in me. Or believe, we don't want to skip this one. Believes though not that I am in the Father and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father who doeth on me. What does that mean? In the flesh. God in the flesh. The man is speaking to you. He is not speaking of himself. Remember, the person is asking to see the Father, but yet you see Jesus, you see the Father. You hear Jesus, you hear the Father. You listen to Jesus, you believe in Jesus, you believe in the Father, and you believe in Jesus in the same time. For that is God in the flesh. And then you say, you see, I verily I say to you. Now let us go here. Believe that I am in the Father and the Father in me. Can Muhammad says I am in Allah and Allah in me? Anyway, so if we go back here, we see this Abdul desperately trying to find and then this Muslim, he continues saying that in the book of Hebrew it says Jesus is the greater, and then in Moses than Moses, but in the book of in the Old Testament it says that Moses is the greater. I mean, how that can happen? And as I say always, Muslims, they have a lack of intelligence, because what you are seeing here, Abdul, let us say today is the year 2018, and I say there's no greater than me as a teacher for Islam. But this is in my time. And Jesus came long after Moses, you Abdul idiot. So, and it's not talking about a prophet here. Jesus is not a prophet. They call him a prophet for he prophesy, but this is one of his names. They call him Lord, they call him Master, they call him Rabbi, they call him Prophet. God is the only prophet in the world. Otherwise, all the other will call them prophets. They are just speaking what God prophesy. So the word of prophet actually fit only with God himself, not with the man. The man, he deliver the prophecy which is coming from God. So when he say he prophesy, supposedly he is not really, the word is not accurate, it's not truly accurate, because the prophecy is coming from God, not from him. It's not him who prophesy, but language is limited, and when they say someone is a prophet, it meant like the mean including that he is speaking of God saying to him. Otherwise, if a man prophesy only from him, that is not from God and he is not a prophet. Let us say he succeed to predict something to happen, but it might be luck. It might be, this guy is so smart to the point, sometime like, okay, I can predict, okay, the economy is bad, people are angry, there's no jobs, and then we will have revolution. So I predict revolution. But this is not about really knowing the unseen. It's more of like, let us say, studying the pattern of a human nature and of life. But here we are not speaking about Moses when Moses was exist in the time of Jesus. So you are missing the point because you are Abdul. If the book says, let us say not Moses, anyone, let us say in the time of Elijah, says Elijah is the greatest prophet. And then there's a verse says Moses was the greatest prophet. And then the verse says Ezekiel is a great. Every prophet is speaking about him in his time. All right. Same time, if it says there's no greater until now than Moses, then now greater until now, not after Moses. So don't be stupid and don't be fool. Like, did you ask even yourself, who is the one who wrote this book? You don't even know, right? Yeah, you're Abdul. So you are comparing between two things, they have no connection with them. Now, you said that Jesus, he did not abolish the law, and he said, I did not come to abolish the law, and that means that Moses is higher than him. That is a very stupid statement from you, because this is not the law of Moses. You see, when we say the law of Moses, that because Moses is the one who been delivered the law, but this is not his law. This is the law of God. Moses has nothing to do with it, unless it is Moses' law, which means something Moses said to his people to do. So it says here, think not that I came to destroy the law. Which law? This is not the law of Moses, this is the law of God, which means his own law. Or the prophet, which means what the prophet taught you before me. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill, which means there's nothing to be destroyed, but something to make it perfect. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one just or one title shall not wise pass from the law, till to be all to be fulfilled. Now here you will see Jesus is speaking about the law, which is his law, not the law of the prophet. The prophets are his servants. And then he says, read with me carefully. For I say to you that except your righteous shall exceed righteous of the scribe, the Pharisees, etc. And then he says, you have heard that it was said of them of all time, this is the law been delivered to you before, that shall not kill. So what the law? You shall not kill. And whoever shall kill shall be in danger of judgment, which means he will be killed for killing. But I say to you, do you see the word but? But here, it is the authority of Jesus. So now he is fulfilling the law. The law is given to you for a certain time for a reason, but I perfect the law for you. But I say unto you, now hold on. Here, this is the law. Well, what is the additional? The additional is Jesus fulfilling the law. He is making it perfect. But I say to you, that whoever is angry with his brother without the cause shall be in danger of judgment. And whoever shall say to his brother Raka shall be in danger of cancel. But whoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. That is Jesus, the God speaking. So you are saying to me that Jesus did not destroy the law of Moses. That's because you are ignorant. For Jesus is the law. The law of Moses is the law of the Messiah, not the law of Moses. Moses is just a man deliverer. And this is why he says, it been said to you, but I say to you. So is he here now destroying? No, he's making complete. Same as the stoning, same as a divorce. So like as an example, the Jews are allowed to divorce, and they used to divorce, and even the same as Muslims, they abuse women. They marry them for a certain time, they get older, they go and marry a brand new wife, the same as the Muslims do. So Jesus, he said, it been said to you, it been said to you. Go and search in the Bible, it's about it been said to you, but I say to you. Who is he to say, but I say to you? For he is the lawmaker, and Moses is just his servant. Who is the one giving the authority for the Messiah to complete the law, to fulfill the law, and even to change what is they used to do, the habits, the way to practice the law? As an example, the Sabbath. The one who breaks the Sabbath should be killed. The Messiah said to them, the Sabbath was made for the man, not the man was made for the Sabbath. But he did not break the Sabbath really. He just made them understand that they are ignorant and they do not understand what the Sabbath is about. So you are speaking of something you have no idea. Jesus is not obeying the law of Moses. It is Moses obeying the law of Jesus. Jesus is not obeying the law of the Jews. Jesus is showing us that he is the best example to follow the law that's which he made. So when, imagine we have a president, he make a law, but he is the one says, okay, nobody can cross the light when it's red. But him and his family, they cross the light when it's red. That is the worst example. And that's what Muhammad, he said to them, don't approach your wives when they have their period, but yet the idiot, he was sleeping with them when they have their period. And we can give you tons of examples. So Jesus here is the lawmaker, and this is why he's saying here, but I say unto you. The Jews will say, who are you to say that to us? We have the law already. Who are you? What do you mean? And that continue all over the Bible about Jesus saying, I say to you, I say to you, but I say to you. Hear with me. You have heard that was said to them of all time, that shall not commit adultery. Okay, so what the law? Don't commit adultery. But I say to you, that whoever looked at a woman to lust after her had committed adultery with her already in his heart. So hear the law. So what is the need of this? For this is the law too. The law of the maker of the law is now more perfect. It was given them for a certain time, and now it is time to fulfill, for the Messiah is between us. So all of this, and you are saying to me that Messiah is not higher than Moses. Who is Moses? Moses is no one compared to the Messiah. And you can keep reading all the chapter in front of us. You will see all of it. It says, it been said to you, but I say to you. It has been said, whoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing or of divorce. That's it. This is the law. So when people, they practice this, they are not breaking the law. They have the right to divorce. Look what Jesus said. But I say unto you that whoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causes her to commit adultery. So this is a new vision of the law, and this is a new, let us say, a high quality forward for people to live with, high standard, let us say. So Jesus here, when he speaks about fulfilling the law, this is his law, not the law of Moses. And you can read, keep reading with me, saying, Jesus saying, but I say to you, but I say to you. But obviously, it doesn't matter, you Muslims, how much I say to you, you will stay, as they say in China. He left as a donkey, he never came back as a horse. Same time, when you mention to me the story of Abraham, because I want to go to Abraham, all what you gave me have nothing to do with our topic. You said Abraham, he gave life. And I'm so glad that you mentioned this, because this is showing me that you Muslims are pagan and you believe that there's many can give life. Look at this. This is your words, not my words. Abraham also, he gave a life to the birds. Be my witness, everybody. Abdul Muslim believed that Abraham gave lives. So now he said, and look with me here, he said also. I hope you can see that with me. He didn't say Abraham gave life only, he said also. What also mean? It means Jesus and Abraham, which means count with me. So how many now we have according to you give life? Abraham, and also here replacing Jesus. Plus who? Plus Allah. Okay? Plus Allah. Alright, so now Allah and Abraham and Jesus, they give life. So why you call Allah the creator? That's very stupid of you to say. Same time, if we go to the chapter, I ask you, where you get this from? And I know actually what you will quote for me, but I want you to say it so we can make fun of the stupidity of Islam. If we go here, we will find the following. He go down, you will see, I ask him, there is no such a verse in the Quran. Give me the verse, I'm waiting for you. Here we go. I said to him, false. Nowhere in the Quran it says Abraham gave life. You better show me the verses so we can laugh at what you said. I'm waiting. And I know exactly what he will quote for me. And this is why I wanted him to post it for us. So thankful for him, he did. He cannot hesitate to be beaten. Arab for Christ. Okay. But what about other comment? Matthew says, well, just wait. What is the post for him? He said about Abraham. He gave me the verse. Where? Maybe here. Let me find it. Hold on. Yeah, actually here. I missed it. I jumped over it by mistake. The Arabian Prophet, Surah Al-Baqarah 2, verse number 260. You see, you are posting for me a translation. I'm going to read your translation. I feel sorry for you. You see, when I say Muslims are a fool and they are slow, and I say they don't even understand the religion, I'm not insulting. Read with me carefully. And remember, I'm posting, I'm reading your translation. I will not read to any. This is the translation you accepted. This is the one you post for me. Let us see. Okay. And mention when Abraham said, my Lord, show me how you give life, you idiot. Do you see it? So how you say to me also Abraham gave life? I mean, who is the dumb here? You Muslims, you are. What's wrong with you? Stop drinking camel urine. Abraham also he gave life. But the verse you gave me, it says Abraham said to Allah, Lord, show me how you can give life. And the story is very funny. Allah said to him, okay, go and get the 4 chicken. Four chicken? Why 4 chicken? I mean, can't you make it a 3 chicken? Why 4? Isn't it enough to make 1 chicken come back to life? Why 4? Honestly, I want any Abdul to explain to us why 4 chicken. So he said to him, my Lord, show me how you give life to the dead. Allah said, have you not believed? What a conversation, man. Allah, obviously Abraham don't believe. So he said, yes, I believe, but I ask that my heart may be satisfied. What? That's obviously you don't believe. You are testing God. You are telling him, prove to me that you are God. How? By making a foreign chicken alive. And look now what Allah said to him, the smart Allah. Okay, Allah. Okay, Abraham. Abraham, go and get 4 chicken. Be sure they are roosters. By the way, they are roosters, not chickens. So Allah said, take 4 birds, 4 chicken, and cut them, slaughter them, and put them in the top of 4 hills. How you can find 4 hills, man? I mean, why I need to put them in hills? Can't I put them around me? Can I put them in a dish, 4 of them? I mean, what's the point of 4 hills? What does that mean? Stupid story. They will come flying to you in haste. So go and then call them. Don't forget to call them. He will say to you, see, he called them. Still, it is Allah. He gave the life according to the verse. The verse we speak about Jesus, Abdul, it was Jesus saying, I, not Allah. I. Do you understand? I forgot you are a Muslim. You understand nothing, you hear nothing, you know nothing. Let us move this thing here so people can read with us. Okay, so let us see how many I there is. I fashioned to you out of the clean likeness of a bird, and I breathe into the bird, and make it a bird. Who is the one doing that? Jesus. I. All those about Jesus, none of those you give, the verse you give me, none of them says that Abraham said, I fashion birds, I breathe. Do you know what it means, I breathe? It means I create life. From the breath of Jesus, life is coming to this bird. This is how easy to give life. Breathe. You see, this is about how simple it is for God, how easy. You see, I am breathing now. Imagine every time I breathe, I create a life. You see how easy it is? You don't feel yourself when you breathe, unless you are sick and you are smoked too much. So it's very easy. And this is how it is for Jesus. Where in the verse you gave me that Abraham, he breathed and he gave life? It says Allah, he gave life. Stop being stupid. And then you will say to me, okay, it's by Allah leave. Who care about saying by Allah? This is Muhammad saying that. But what is confirmed, that Jesus said, according to the Quran, I breathe into it, and it's going to become a bird. I announce to you what you eat. When they asked Muhammad about the future, he said, if I know the future, I will get the best of it for myself. Jesus, he knew even what you hide. He know the unseen. You see, this is not about prophecy no more. Prophecy is God telling me, prophesying about things will happen in the future. But to tell you what you ate at home, this is not a prophecy no more. This is about a person who exists everywhere. If I tell you right now what you said before you come, or what you did before you come to me, or what you had done all day long before you come to me, or all your life, this is not about prophecy. This is about me knowing what you did. And that's not an option for anyone except God. If we go to the Quran, we will find the following. Who is the one who knows the unseen? Who is the one who knows the unknown? What I say to myself right now in my head is unknown. You will see even in the Bible, Jesus can read the mind of people around him, and he tells them what they are thinking about. So here you will see, it says, I announce to you what you eat and what you store in your house. Not only what you ate, what you store up, which means what you hide in your houses. How he can do that? Let us see how he can do that. When they ask your